It's Friday, July the 22nd. I've been looking for a trade today, and on one of my scanners, Cigna came up, CI. I think I'm going to place a trade in it today. I'm still watching the price action right now. One huge issue is it has earnings coming up that would actually come out before this trade that I'm thinking about putting on would expire. So I'm really going to have to pay attention to that. I do not like trading stocks when earnings are going to come into play before I'm out of it, unless it's specifically an earnings play, which right now I'm not doing a lot of those. So if we look at Sigma, you've got a daily chart right here, and you got a weekly chart here. Weekly chart looks pretty strong. There's a little bit, MACD's a little bit high, and you've got a little bit of divergence on the MACD, signaling you could get a pullback here, which looks like we are getting on the weekly chart. RSI is coming down, still a little high, which is concerning, but not so bad that I don't think I can get in a trade. Looking at the daily chart, we've got your stacked EMAs here. You got a 50 here and a 2 and a 50 here. One's a simple and one's an exponential, and then the 200's down here, which will also come into play as I look to put a trade on. So you've got good support here, you got support here. There's also a lot of volume support between the 264 and the 260 range. I don't have it on this chart, it's on another one of my charts. So it looks like I've got good support in that range where it's at right now. Looking at my daily charts, which I have my Bollinger Bands, my Keltner channel, and then my stacked EMAs. Like I said, you've got the 50 right here. We've got good support here. Like I've told you previously, I've got some volume support down to about 263. So it's between this range here. There's a lot of volume in the trades of this stock. And then I've got the 200 down here at 237, but it's on its way up. Looks like we may be getting a DMI cross here to the long side. Still pretty extended up in this area, but it's just a confirmation that it could continue up. The market's down today, so I was waiting for a market pullback so that I would be able to get into something, and it looks like I'm getting that. So it looks like it might be a good day to enter. It just entered into a squeeze, so it may have the potential of breaking out. It's coming around this center Bollinger Band, which is also good, as I've got my stacked DMAs and I've got the center of my Bollinger Band right here, which are all things I look for. So let's take a look at what kind of trade we could put on. I'm going to go out 14 days. I believe earnings are August the 4th, and this is August the 5th. But I like the volatility right here, implied volatility of 40%. What I'm probably going to do is sell a naked put for 135 to 150 range. That's kind of what I'm looking at doing. That's at 242.50. I will look to close this order at about a 70% profit. So if I get into it at $1.40, then I'll close it at about 40 cents. So that'll give me about $1 profit roughly for 14 days. If we start to get close to earnings and this is not closed, depending on where the stock is trading and depending on my profit and loss, I might go ahead and close it either at a gain or a loss at that time rather than take a chance if I don't get a fill before then. The other thing I'm going to look at is, where would a break be that would signal to me this might not work. So my first place I'm going to look will be at this swing low. So if it were to break below this price, I'm going to evaluate the trade, try to decide whether or not I want to stay in it. Keep in mind, I'm selling down here at 242.50. So I've got some protection on this swing low here, and I've got the 200 simple moving average moving up also to support. I'm really thinking this 50 won't break, or if it does break, it'll pop back above it. So that's really my hope, but the first time I'll look to adjust the trade would be somewhere in this range. I do a lot of these naked puts or cash secured puts as part of my covered call strategy. If you'd like to know more about those, you can check out some of my books and check out my other videos. In the comments, please post if you have any questions.